Put this event together tonight. 11 years ago, I wanted a theme of prevention. I made a promise to the voters of Worcester County, and I kept that promise. Violent crime, and juvenile crime have gone down throughout the county. By working with our community partners, our police departments, we have made a difference. In 2007, our juvenile delinquency complaints were 2,422. They have gone down to 1,049 last year, a 57% drop. We've invested in our youth, including putting $1.3 million of drug forfeiture money back into the community to keep kids busy. We created the county's first gang unit and gun unit to get impact players off the street who do so much of the damage. And we started an opioid task force, now over 350 strong, to a community solution to a community problem, breaking down the silos, including medical providers, faith-based community, the community, recovery community, to reduce stigma, show compassion, and bring an awareness to the crisis.
The Massachusetts criminal justice system needs reform. If no, please explain why. If you do, please explain in detail what reforms are needed and what policies or changes you intend to implement as District Attorney.
Yes, I do believe it needs reform. We can always get better, and that's what my office is constantly striving to do. You know, things like prevention that I've said, they're underutilized and underfunded, but we need to put more money into prevention. We need to do a better job with prevention. We need to do more with regards to mental health. I practiced mental health for up to 17 years, and just way too often, our prisons become a warehouse for people with mental health problems. We need to do more. We need to expand services and treatment to those who are mentally ill. We also need to do more to fight the opioid crisis. You know, we do not hold people who are in possession of heroin. We've got 5 pilot programs right now. If someone will accept treatment, I don't even prosecute the case. So we need to do more with the opioid problem. I think we need to do also more in our juvenile courts. We can always get better in our juvenile courts. You know, and that's one thing I'm proud of with my office, and that's our body of work, because we constantly work on prevention. Our opioid task force is constantly working on people who have this scourge, letting people know that this is not a moral feeling or character flaw, that this is a disease of the brain. We need to treat it as such, like cancer or leukemia, and get people the help and services that they need.
As DA, what will you do to assure us that diversion to treatment will be more common?
What we constantly try to do is find treatment, find beds. And like I said, through our leadership, through the good work of our office, we've been awarded many grants in that regard. And because of our good work, we now have pilot programs where someone gets arrested as a substance use disorder. They have a choice. If they'll go into treatment and start the treatment process, which we know takes about 9 to 12 months, we'll give them that bed, we'll postpone the arraignment, and that works. And I'm proud of that. We have it in Fitchburg, Leominster, Gardner, Winchton, Clinton, Worcester, and Milford, and I'm hoping that we'll get it throughout the whole county within the next couple of years. We recently partnered with UMass on their opioid task force. We're partnering with everyone to make this better. After the governor, lieutenant governor came here in 2015, I saw a void and I started this task force. I am so proud of this task force. It doesn't matter who you are. But going back to when I first became DA, even at that point, we were ahead of the curve. If someone would accept treatment, if someone would find a bed, we did just that. We didn't prosecute them. I started our diversion program early on, and it is working. As they call it, we don't ask them anything except would you like to be part of this diversion program? This diversion program that keeps you from getting a criminal record and keeps you from getting deported. We put thousands of people through this diversion program, and I'm so proud of our results. Prevention is always underutilized and underfunded, but the numbers bear it out that, well, the way we're spending that drug forfeiture money, it works. Yes, I'd like to see also us put money into recovery beds. We only have enough beds right now to cover 12% of those with substance use disorder. I'd also like to see us, and I applaud the Attorney General for what she's doing, going after Purdue Pharmaceutical, who got us into this mess by telling us in 1996 that OxyContin was non-addictive, although they'd done their own studies, and they knew that it was addictive. Yes, I would be all for putting some of that money into recovery and into treatment, but I'm also a big proponent of prevention. Prevention works, and it's working right here in Worcester County. With regards to violent crime, I abhor violence. I always want to show compassion, stay within the law when it comes to cases, and understand that violence can be affected by trauma, can be affected for different reasons. We always want to help the victim. We're a victim-friendly office. Any funding that we have with regards to victims, anything we have with regards to violent crime, we've used through diversion programs to give people a second chance who often have their lives ruined by a first or minor offense with regards to violence, with regards to minor and low-level crimes. I'm proud of these things. I'm proud of the way we advocate on behalf of victims and the way we also steer people away from the court system by giving over 1,500 people, just in our first 2 years of office, a second chance when it came to diversion programs. The only time we will reduce a gun charge is if someone has, for example, a truck driver coming up from New York, has a valid license to carry in New York and has no criminal record. At that point, we'll take a look at all the facts. We'll review them on a case-by-case basis. But if you get arrested with an illegal gun, you get arrested with a stolen gun, you are going to jail in Worcester County. We keep them from getting a criminal record, and I am so proud of that. As far as bail goes, we follow the Brangen decision. We don't ask for bail on low-level offenses. We ask for bail when we look at the ability of a person to show up. Have they been showing up in the court in the past? Have they defaulted? And what is the potential penalty? But in the cases, for example, of domestic violence, where a person continually won't show up for court, doesn't show up for court, and it is some of our toughest and worst cases. If a person's defaulting or has a history of defaults, we are going to ask for bail, because we follow the law. We follow the Brangen decision. We don't put unnecessary bail on low-level offenders. And we haven't done that, we won't do that. Our diversion program is second to none, and I'm so proud of it. Thousands of people throughout this county have gone through. We've kept them from getting a criminal record and allowed them the ability to get jobs and education, loans, and go on with their lives. Our juvenile delinquency crime rate is down 57%. 57%. That translates into a reduction in the school-to-prison pipeline. That translates to reduction of numbers of people at the jail. Those are the things I'm proud of. It's my body of work. We're in the schools. We are bringing people like Dr. Ruth Potee into town, who talks about training the trainers, the people who are administering opioids, because that isn't part of the law school curriculum. Money is released to the public. How we spend it is given to the legislature every year, in detail. And I'm proud of the groups that we give the money to, whether it be boys clubs, girls clubs, LUCK, the Audubon Society, Friendly House, things that are right on the ground, that are in the community, that already have programs in place to help us fight crime. The auditor said that the spending of that money, if you read that auditor's report, was appropriate. We are spending it in the right way, and all of the expenses are legitimate. We do have attorneys of color, and we do have an attorney of color in a leadership position. That being said, the culture of this office, I'm so proud of my office. We have the highest retention rate of experienced attorneys anywhere in the state, which means it's a good place to work. No other DA's office in the state is allowed their attorneys to go into the courtroom with the understanding that they have to show compassion but stay within the law. We're in the business of this. We're in the business of showing compassion. It's a wonderful office to work. It's a great culture. Thank you.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Please close your door. If you don't mind.